Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for May. I invite you to stay, take what resonates, leave what does not. And this is my only account. I'm never going to reach out first. So let's get your reading for May, what you need to know and what you need to hear. I am filming these very late, so I apologize. I think I got too ambitious with other tasks, and you know, that's going to happen from time to time. Some of you might just be really, really tired right now, extending yourselves, stretching yourselves thin. So it might be for somebody. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. I'd love to know about that. Okay, one more card here. And then this one wants to come out also. All right, Virgo, holding your boundaries firmly right now with the Queen of Swords. Okay. I think there's some, this is like a really common message. There's some disharmony in partnerships, relationships, friendships. It could be family, even coworkers. You're really like figuring out that you don't need to be accessible necessarily to everybody. And maybe before you were like, yes, I'm gonna show up like entirely all the way and I'm gonna be authentic. And I'm not saying you're not. I just think you're realizing that not everybody is worthy of that. Showing up completely in that energy. Because I think they were depleting you. And that might have caused like a significant burnout. Interesting, because I was just saying like some of you might be like stretched thin or very tired. I think like you are in a period of healing right now because the root of it is the Star. Sorry, naked. I think, yeah, this could be illness. This could be just burnout in general. Like you might have just been working really, really hard. And I feel like people may have taken advantage of your kindness or taken advantage of skills that you specifically know and other people aren't trained in that area. And it's just like, oh, well, Virgo knows. Like, I'm going to just go to Virgo. I'm going to just put another hat on Virgo, add to the workload. And I think maybe you had tried to vocalize this, or maybe this is something that you're learning to do, is just knowing when to say no. Because I see that, and my nose is itching so bad right now. I think this is a season of learning to really like pull back energy from people who are sucking the life out of you. Yeah, in the past I see you were really, I think you got a very specific message, like I need to walk away from things that aren't giving back to me. Like I'm disappointed that I'm leaving this behind because I invested time, energy, maybe even money in certain situations, but they're not giving to me and I'm tired and I'm sad, but like, I gotta go. This isn't gonna change. The circumstances aren't changing. And I see that like part of you is still kind of stuck in the past. I think this could be resentment, honestly, of people who took from you and didn't give anything back or didn't even acknowledge that they were taking from you. And maybe these people are, while you're taking this time to rest and recuperate, they might be resentful that you're taking a step back. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you taking a break? You can't do that because that means I don't do well at work, or it means that I feel like these are like family boundaries too. I'm getting a lot of things, but everyone's circumstance is going to be different. Yeah, I think like there's just been a lot of assumptions that you're just going to be this endless well of energy. I think you, Virgo, generate a lot of energy that keeps things running and keeps things going. And that is wonderful. And it's also something that you don't need to give to everybody. And I think you're learning that the hard way. But you are resting, and I do see that there is healing happening. So that's really good. I think like this was more, the realization happened in the past, and now you're doing the actual healing to replenish your energy, to return in a different form. I do see that you, while you're feeling stuck, there is this like subconscious layer of you as the Emperor. Like, I need to take ownership of this time. I need to show up differently, like really take the reins of my own life and let people know that I'm not going to tolerate like people showing up halfway. I'm not going to tolerate people sucking the life out of me. And one, not acknowledging it, and two, just like being resentful when you say no. It's just, that's not fair. And yeah, I just see that you're still carrying a lot of burdens, and maybe this is just like feeling indebted to certain situations because you've done it for such a long time. And maybe part of you has, that this might be a wound you're healing from, this like feeling inadequate when you step back from something. There might be an inadequacy wound that's saying like, if I don't keep showing my work, I don't feel good enough. But this is an illusion or something you've been subscribing to for such a long time, and you're being asked to set these burdens down because they're not even yours. They're not yours. They're other people's accumulation of one, trauma dumping, their own anxiety, their own lack of knowing how to do something themselves when they could be learning how to do that or learning from you instead of just saying, hey, please do this. It's now your opportunity to say like, okay, watch and learn so that you can do it next time and I don't have to be like summoned every time you need something from me. Yeah. And I see you're really being asked to step into this like bold, charismatic, confident, vocal energy. And this may not come naturally to you to be this direct. You might feel uncomfortable and you might feel like you're hurting your reputation. And I promise you, you're not. I think people are going to, it's going to be an adjustment for sure. If you've been showing up a certain way for such a long time, it's going to be an adjustment. But over time, people will learn to respect this about you, that you're asserting boundaries, that you have limits, that you're a human being and deserve to be treated with respect and care. And I think this is going to be a harder pill to swallow for some people, for sure. But I think the people who deserve to be in your energy are going to support you, back you up, and notice that these are positive changes you're making, that you're elevating, and you're also inspiring other people to follow your lead and explore their own healing. Yeah, I think you're really hoping for peace, like a very peaceful environment in the future. You want to invest in people who are willing to invest in you long term. So this might be like a chosen family situation if you're backing away from like blood relatives because there's just been this boundary crossing situation, and you're investing in people you've met over time, over the years. And I think like this is a situation where you do need to discern like, how long do I need to be away from people? Does it need to be permanently? Does it need to be for a time period? Like, you're really, really wanting to invest in people who are in it for the long run and giving to you equally, fairly. Yeah, don't be scared, okay? This is the outcome. I think this is saying you're tearing down anything that's inauthentic in your life. The Tower is about really removing anything that is no longer working, anything that's held you in place for a long time, held you captive, and you're freeing yourself from the binds of inadequacy or the fear of being inadequate. You're really tearing down these false narratives you've been following and subscribing to. And you're embodying this Emperor energy of taking ownership and healing. You're taking ownership of your own healing. This other card came out. Ooh, okay. So you are, we got the King and Queen of Wands here. Bold, charismatic, vocal energy. And I think people are really gonna, it's almost like you're glowing in a different way. You're gonna show up in a very different way. People are going to be inspired by you. They're going to be very impressed with what you've done in your time away. Like if you've taken some time away and they're like, oh, like Virgo's back. It's just like, this is a whole new person that you're showing up as, and you're taking ownership of your life. You're being very authentic at the same time. This is like a no nonsense kind of energy. Like, don't cross my boundaries, otherwise you're out. I think this is really, really good. So I hope you're taking time to rest and just really owning your space. This is your time to be self-compassionate and to really show up as you are and with newfound boundaries. This is really good, Virgo. So that is your reading for May. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.